I have this Hello Spring mason jar decor that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to remove the top metal decor piece and the piece of jute from the back. Now, the Hello Spring side is just going to stay like that, and on the back side, I'm going to use some Wise Owl white primer, and since I'm going to paint this white, I just gave it 3 coats of the white primer. I have this wood bunny cutout. I got this from Dollar General. Any wood bunny cutout that looks similar to this will work. And I'm going to paint the top portion with some Wise Owl smoky quartz. Once everything was fully dry, I then took the metal piece that we had popped off the front, and I'm going to place it back on the back side. So be sure you do not throw that away. I have this Easter stencil that I got from Hobby Lobby. I believe it was $2.99, and it came with 2 different stencils. This has the Easter eggs on it, and on my first Easter egg, I'm going to place in the bottom right corner of the jar, and I'm going to use some Wise Owl robin's egg. Then you do want that to dry before you go lay the stencil back on top of it. Now my second egg I'm going to place on the left side of the mason jar, and I'm going to use the Wise Owl raspberry beret. I really love these colors. These are great for Easter or springtime. I will allow that to dry, and then I'll place my third egg on top of the last 2, and I'm painting that with some Wise Owl goldenrod. Now keep in mind, when stenciling, you just want a small amount of paint on your foam dabber, or you will get a lot of bleeding. Sometimes if I get a little bleeding like this last egg, I'll just take the end of the paintbrush and try to just scrape off anything that bled. Now I'm going to take some hot glue, and I'm going to glue the bunny that we painted behind the mason jar, and just leaving a small part of the head to show. Now I'm going to go back to that stencil we were using. There was a flower on it, and I'm just going to use the tip of the flower, and this is going to be the bunny's hands, as if the bunny is holding on to the mason jar and peeking over. I had this black paint pen marker. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to go around the edge and just outline it, and then I'm going to also make 2 eyes so that it looks like the bunny is just peeking over the mason jar that is filled with the Easter eggs. Now I do like to sand my projects. This just kind of smooths the paint, and if your stencils do come out a little smudged, you can also just give it a distressed look. I'm going to add some jute to the top of the mason jar here. I'll start on the back side and wrap it around a few times. Cut any excess off and then glue the other end down. So the back side of that can act as your hanger. And then I'm going to make a little bow out of the jute as well. And I'm just going to glue that to the right bottom side of the lid. And then the tails of the bow I will glue down in place just so they fall a little nicer. And then to finish this bunny off, I'm just going to add a little pink to both of the ears. Now I know Easter is approaching soon, but I hope you have these items left in your Easter stash. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage as well. Have a great day.